What is up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Wednesday morning to you. Welcome back to our devotional series, our walk through the book of James. It's Wednesday, so James chapter 3, it's all perfect. That's where we're at. And so anyway, this is what it says. Now remember, James, not the whole chapter, I keep saying that. Most of the chapter is dedicated to the power of your words. And so he said, this is where we're all going to stumble. So therefore, we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for our journey to always be moving in a positive direction. We're always looking just for growth and maturity. We're on that journey, right? And so he goes on to start off with these two illustrations to say, your tongue is so powerful. It's like a bit in a horse's mouth or like a rudder moving a ship. It is so powerful. Don't dismiss the weight of your words. But remember, this is a sermon full of illustrations, and he moves on in verse 5 to a couple of new illustrations that I think give it a new thought, right? He goes, likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boast. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. The tongue is also a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole body and sets the whole course of one's life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. All kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and sea creatures are being tamed and have been tamed by mankind, but no human being can tame the tongue. It is a restless evil full of deadly poison. Okay, so we went off the rudder and the bit, and now we're talking about forest fire and poison. And so now he's talking about, I think the first illustration, he's saying your words are powerful. Therefore, use them in a powerful way. Use them to steer something really big, but steer it in a great direction. So we talked yesterday about speaking life and faith and hope and healing and love and blessing and encouragement and edification. And yes, we all said amen, but this is more the negative side of it. He's saying, hey, be careful that your words can be destructive. They can be so evil sometimes. And again, we're so tempted to say, oh, well, I didn't mean that, or that was just the anger. I was just being angry or whatever. But here's 5 ways that the tongue can be very, very destructive. Are you ready? Number 1 is this. The Bible speaks against excessive words. What it actually says is a fool is known in the multitude of his words. And so you don't want to be constantly speaking, because let's just do some math. The more you speak, the more opportunity you're giving yourself to say something that's potentially destructive. Number 2, critical words. Words that just cut people down, condemn them, put them down, criticize them. You just don't want that. That's hurtful. Here's number 3, gossip words. Whenever we gossip about somebody else, once that person finds out, they're unbelievably hurt. Trust is broken, and now there's no dynamic relationship. Now there's just cynicism. Number 4 is this, lying words. Lying words always are going to hurt somebody and break down trust, break down relationship, and now you've got fracturing in your relationship. And the 5th one's really interesting. The 5th one is what we will call idle words. Idle words are simply when we say we're going to do something, but then we don't follow through with it. And once again, if you say that you're going to be somewhere and then you don't show up, you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, and you don't follow through, you have idle words. And what happens is that once again, people just know they can't trust you. They know they can't depend on you, and therefore relationships are fractured. And so James once again is talking about using your tongue. It's a journey. It's a lifelong journey to work on your words. Therefore, use them as often as you can to build and to edify, and always avoid the sinful and evil, the poisonous and destructive ways in which you can use your tongue. And so once again, let's go speak life and not death, and let's reap the fruit and the reward of speaking life over people. Can I get an amen to that? Church, I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.